And
How long does it take for you?
second question, yeah.
How long did it take?
I think I exactly finished in all within 5 years, 4 years, 6 months, 4 years, something. Very, I think it was a touch wood. It was a good duration of time for me. But it does, I think it's not I think at the end it should not matter like how long it takes. At the end, it would be like how confident you are.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I think in average in MCB program, it might take sometimes 6 years. 6 years is the maximum, I think, if I remember correctly. So,
Mm.
that's
6 years is the
something.
maximum or average, I think. 6 years will be
I
the
think
average.
6 years is the average. You are right. Yeah, yeah. Thanks for the correction. 6 years is average. Yeah, you are right. But yes, it takes some for some it's a bit longer. I just said it's a mixture of a lot of things. It's not about only the student, also PI and all of this hard work, a little bit luck, of course.
Okay.
I think the most important, I mean, if you ask me a suggestion or something to give people doing science in Taiwan, for me that was really helpful. And now I realize that actually that was really helpful after coming to UK. That having friends, those are not in your field, outside of your lab, and spending time with them so that you can actually talk to them, and whenever little bit time you have, you just switch off your brain from your lab and all this research stuff and actually have a the friend circle. So I'm really grateful for all my friends there. They're really the supporter, like they really I mean, we just rant out, and we just complain, and that's actually kind of help. They motivate also. They
Mhm.
motivate a lot. So I think having a friend circle apart from your lab is really important in PhD, in research in general, but also in PhD. Yeah. So yeah.
So PhD in Taiwan, different from other country? Like you may be hearing from your friend, right? Maybe in other places, Germany or Singapore may have a fixed pure PhD duration, right? So what
Yeah.
is on your view, like, or your friend's view that uh, about PhD in Taiwan or in other country?
Yeah. Thank you so much for bringing this because you know what? Um, because I personally now, because I was trained in Taiwan, so my mindset is different. So when I come across a lot of international people these days, I felt like Taiwan and US, even though we are in Taiwan, I know that this kind of pattern is similar to US culture. The qualification exams, a lot of stuff is similar to that system. But about like the better, like in UK, I can say, I don't know. I mean, I heard of it, obviously, a lot of other places, but in UK, the PhD is in like 3 years, and you don't need a publication to get the like PhD degree. They
Okay.
believe in that system, and I think it's always. I mean, it's great to have a first author publication during your PhD, so that would obviously strengthen your CV and stuff, and for your further application. Yeah, Taiwan style of PhD is different, and if you ask me personally, I would say that was better. That was obviously it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure. It's like now that I shouldn't say that because now that I'm already out of those PhD zone, but it is a lot of people really going through a lot. But not only there, I think globally it's a kind of stressed situation for most of the graduate students now. But yeah, I mean, the culture of doing science is different from country to country for sure. And Taiwan follows a lot of similar pattern of US. But while like Europe, yeah, mostly Europe, and especially in UK domain, I'm saying it's kind of relaxing when I see they kind of have a really good life, work and life balance. I'm not saying that in Taiwan it was not, but it
Mhm.
depends. Like I was trained in Taiwan, so I still follow the same culture, like same pattern, same thing. And yeah, anyway, but I think Taiwan is better. I'm still inclined to Taiwan actually, so I'm biased, but I
Okay.
think it's good. Yeah.
So will you recommend your friends to have
Yeah.
master or PhD from Taiwan?
Oh, I would recommend. Yeah, sure. I've already started doing that. Like I
Okay.
did actually to many of my friends, my junior especially. I was like, yeah,
Mm.
Taiwan is a great place, and
Your view on Taiwan as a foreigner in everything, not only in study. I mean, like the governments have some effort, like transportation and everything, like
Oh, it was,
everything makes
yeah,
it
yeah.
easy, right? So
I
your
think, yeah, my view over Taiwan. I think I say here in with my friends and with my colleague here also in UK that I don't know why Taiwan is so underestimated. Like the like the cultural wise, I'm not saying cultural wise. Like I just said, the transportation, everything was so good. I liked it actually. I personally really like Taiwan, everything, and it is one of the safest and one of the clean and in every aspect it's good. It's I
Mhm.
think I really had a good experience, but I mean, as a foreigner, it was difficult. As I said, the first and second year, it was like everywhere. Like if by the time I did not find my food on the right place, that was really difficult. Like obviously, the food was different because I came from India, and then just everything was different. But then the adaptation is the kind of learning, I think. So the
So
quicker you
was there
adapt.
any language barrier?
So since I was in Academia Sinica, and there are a lot of Indian friends, you know, right?
Mm.
I got to know. I mean, there are a lot of Indian acquaintances, a lot of Indian friends. So that is different. But yeah, I mean, obviously, that is we can't ignore that fact that that was a language barrier. But since we are in international program, all the program staff and everybody has to talk with us in English, and so that part was smooth. But I think if you go outside local market, it's always great to have a to know your I mean, to know their language. It's obviously
Mhm.
make things easier for sure. I think Cynic Academia Sinica also has this first year Chinese program, sorry, language program. So we all did this class, and I remember I forget everything after that class. So, but I think you bring a good point. That's something I don't know. That's actually depends on people also, right? I mean,
Mhm.
I don't know. Now that I left Taiwan, I thought like that was my great opportunity to learn another language. I just
Mhm.
missed that. I'm actually trying to learn Chinese now. I know it's really funny, but it's just like out of like why not kind of like it's always good to challenge our brain to learn something new, I guess. So
So
yeah.
okay,